Welcome back to the studio. I'm Hammer Man, and I just wanted to show off this terrain set before it goes out of the studio today. It's a little something that I made up for Kill Team, and it's basically just some of the Sector Sanctoris ruins with some of like the fallen like statues and various like ruins as well. Basically did like a kind of like zenithal lighting effect. Started with like a dark brown color first, and then just slowly like lightened it up to that like a tan or a khaki, and then all the way like white at the top of like the columns. Went through and did that on all the pieces. Uh, Went in with the Leadbelcher and did like the metal kind of wrapping on there, and then went back through with like a bronze, and then did like some various washes, and brought out the skulls a little bit with some highlights as well. And then same thing for like the statues like this. Basically, just kind of had like the same effect. It's not as evident with like the zenithal lighting, but it's the same like dark brown up to like almost like a khaki or white. And then I went in and just sort of like picked out the skull face with bone, and then like washed it. And same with like the gold and some of like the various like silver on there as well. Just kind of like washed it out to give it like a little bit more of like the three-dimensional effect and kind of do like some weathering. And then we have like the smaller version of like the Fell's statue, and then just kind of picked out a little bit of detail on the face also. Can kind of get like the full effect of it. Most important thing, I mean, on this was to basically just like pick out the various details. And even though everything's like ruined and all like busted up and broken, I wanted to make sure that it's still like a clean paint job on everything, so that you still get like the nice clean effect that it was like done well, even though it is like piles of like rubble and ruins and everything. And this is enough for like a nice little like starter kill team board setup, something like that. Nothing too crazy, but just to kind of get you going. You may find down the road that depending on like what kill teams you're using, you'd like to have like some areas where you can completely block line of sight, or you may find that it's not necessary. I mean, there's all kind of stuff. You may want to add in like 3 dimensions. So get like some of the Sector Sanctoris like ruins that take it to like 2 levels. The sky's the limit, and you could essentially just like branch off from there. But this is just like a good little starting point for somebody who wants to have like a little table at their house and play games with their buddies. Versus having like a whole big, huge, massive setup. So, but there we have it. That's the Sector Sanctoris set with some of the cool fallen statues and like the grate and everything, and just some of like the various ruins and everything. Um, cool little paint job. Not like crazy in-depth detail, but it has like a real nice look on the table, and gives off like a super cool three-dimensional effect and everything with the zenithal lighting on top of like the actual like washes and highlights and like little bits of detail that's picked out. So there we have it, man. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man. Thanks for checking out the studio today, and we'll be back with some fresh content. Make sure you like and subscribe. Really helps out the channel, guys. And we've got our 500 giveaway coming up, and then also we're gonna pick the winner for the 250 giveaway. So get excited for that. It's just around the corner. Warhammer Man Studios, and I'm out of here.